Greetings and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I want to give my thoughts and impressions over the most recent Call of Duty Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal for the multiplayer. Activision has finally decided to show some of this off. It is a very small clip, so I'm going to show that to you. It's going to be my second time watching it. Afterwards, I want to give my thoughts and impressions, and hopefully you'll do the same in the comment section below. So let's get after it. I have some thoughts, but let's just watch this first. Let me just maximize the screen. Okay, here we go.
They know we're here. Go out. Good work. Enemy Reiner sighted.
Oh boy.
Almost there. We're securing the objective. Leads ours. Stay on task.
Focus on the future, never on right now.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Legion on station. Weapons free.
Legion inbound!
So there you have it. I don't know what you think watching this. I liked what I saw, but I also want to cover the general reception from 3 other outlets that I have curated that I'm about to show you. But before I do that, hopefully if this is your first time coming across the channel, hopefully you will smash that like button so I can get this out to the algorithm and so I can get additional views. And hopefully by the end of this video, I will have earned your subscription. And maybe if you want to go the extra mile, join one of the memberships. It'll help me greatly as a struggling content creator. So what you're seeing here is a blog post on callofduty.com. And I will link this in the description and the pinned comment so you can check this out because it's a lot of information. Now, full disclosure, I am a casual when it comes to military shooters like this, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and so on and so forth. So I will not have the absolute hatred of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 that I have seen other content creators have. But what I will say, I have been playing quite a bit of Black Ops 6 recently, and I've been enjoying the game. There's a few things about that game that kind of is a little bit off to me, but as a Game Pass subscriber, I will be playing this game anyway because it's part of my membership. However, I will be purchasing the upcoming Battlefield 6. Now, I want to skim through this article because it is quite a lengthy article. The thing that really I was curious about when it comes to the actual jumping mechanics, like the wall jumps, because I'm from the era where I can remember the game Titanfall. I don't know what the hell happened to that franchise, because I think even Titanfall 2 was an amazing game. I don't know why there was never a Titanfall 3. But so this game has, what is it? Wall jumps, right? So if I go here, and so it says here, with additional innovations to Omni movement, you have an increased choice in your arsenal, in your traversal capabilities. The image above shows a few examples of locations within multiplayer environments where walls or other vertical sections can be optionally leapt to, then from, to rapidly maneuver across a section of a map, often to gain height. Wall jumps can be chained together up to 3 times. That's what I wanted to know. So you can wall jump and chain them together up to 3 times, but with the loss of inertia each time to keep the momentum balanced. Expect to use wall jumps to reach higher vantage points, leap over dangerous gaps in a map, or to find different routes to take. Note you can perfect your wall jumps in the multiplayer training. Okay, so that was something that I was really interested in. So looking at these screenshots, to me, playing Titanfall 2 and having the rocket pack, I remember you were able to wall run along the wall, and if you aim down the sights or ADS, you were able to hover just a little bit, stick to the wall, and take out your opponent, whatever. Now, I've never played Black Ops 3, but I heard that you have a lot more crazy shit in that game. So maybe I think I have heard you can wall run and do all of that Titanfall stuff in that game. But from what I understand with the campaign, chronologically, Black Ops 7 is supposed to take place before Black Ops 3. So the technology in the third game has not been developed yet. So I guess the technology that is in Black Ops 7 is what is going to happen in Black Ops 3. So the Black Ops story for me is a little bit convoluted, but it is interesting. So moving on, this whole thing about the optional tactical sprint. So it says Treyarch has also taken a close look at feedback and made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint, a limited duration boost of speed allowing faster movement than standard sprint as a default movement option. Instead, this ability can be granted through an optional perk in multiplayer. And then you have this thing here. Oh, I have to actually put my birthday here. Okay, whatever. It's no big deal. I think this was something that we just seen in the video. I think it was, yeah. So this right here. So we've seen this. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So, I mean, I have heard several complaints. One of the complaints, and I'll zoom in real quick on me real quick. One of a few complaints I've heard when it comes to Call of Duty is the skill-based matchmaking. Some of the skins the Call of Duty crowd can't stand, and I guess some of the aspects of their monetization. Now, I come from fighting games, right? Like Tekken. Tekken is basically my primary fighting game. And I can tell you, our two genres, our two communities have a lot more in common than you think. Over on the Tekken side, we have issues regarding character balance. We have issues with the Tekken shop, which is where we get our skins, if you want to call it, costumes and things of that nature, and a couple other gameplay mechanic issues. So when I have been looking at the Call of Duty side and listening to other top level content creators for this particular genre and game, it's like a lot of the issues are very similar to what we face over in Tekken or just fighting games in general. So, to my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, the whole skill-based matchmaking thing sounds like me as a casual scrub that is playing multiplayer. If I decide to jump into a lobby, I'm not that great. I understand how to play the game. I'm just not great at the game. I get completely demolished. Now, if you are the one that is demolishing players like me, after a map or so, or a match or what have you, now the game will throw you as the more experienced player into a new lobby with other people that is at your level or higher. So that's how I understand it to be. Maybe I have it wrong, or maybe it can actually work in the reverse where, so I don't know, but I don't know why they decided to go that route, but I guess somebody in the comments section can educate me on that. But if it is a matter of you as a seasoned Call of Duty player, if you are getting into lobbies filled with players like me that are basically low-level scrubs and beginner-like players, and you're just basically washing all of us, and then if you're getting upset that maybe the next map or two, you as that experienced player are now having to fight people on your level, I think that's kind of stupid. But if there's more nuance to it, I would love to hear it in the comments section from people that are seasoned in Call of Duty in that realm. The other thing I have heard about has to, I guess maybe I'll just play the trailer again. Hold on for a second while I'm actually yapping so people have something else to look at, right? I'll just lower the volume. So the other thing that I've seen people complain about is the whole Beavis and Butthead situation. Like, personally speaking, I really don't see an issue with the skins. I understand it can be a little bit frustrating if you're constantly getting killed by Beavis and Butthead or the other little animated characters. And I have heard of people having the issue of characters that they feel, or should I say skins that they feel that are not rooted in the military shooter, right? Like to have, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or Homer Simpson or some other animated character run around in Call of Duty is kind of, it does break the immersion. But for me, as long as it's not giving you any kind of tactical advantage, I really personally don't care. But I do understand and I say your community because I'm kind of new into this community. I do understand the issue, but to me, it's like if it's not gaining a tactical advantage, it doesn't affect the gameplay, then I don't see what the problem is, especially since it is a money maker for Activision, selling these little knick-knacky outfits and skins and all this other bullshit. So I guess that it really just comes down to people just getting upset because they're seeing it. Then I have heard people suggest, why don't we have an option that we can turn it off so that if you are running around looking like Beavis and Butthead, that we can actually not see it. So then, because I have seen something like that, I've seen something like that before, like in other video games where you would have an arachnophobia mode in certain role-playing games where enemies that are spiders, you can select the arachnophobia mode and the spiders will appear as something entirely different. But because this is a multiplayer kind of thing, if I'm the type of player that bought a skin that wants to run around as Beavis and Butthead, it is kind of stupid when I really look at it that I'm not really seeing my character look however way they look. You as the player see it. So if there's an option for you to unsee it, then me dressed as it, I may feel like, oh, I'm wasting my money because my opponent cannot see that that I'm running around as this stupid looking character. So I do find it's kind of a weird argument. I try to look at it from both sides, but I don't really know. I would love for people to weigh in on that. The other issue I have heard about is I've heard the potential of a subscription service that is replacing their Black Cell. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think the community is going to go for it because, if you're going to buy Black Ops 7, right, that's about $70 or so. If you get the battle pass and get the cost can ramp up tremendously. So, I understand that there's a lot of issues with Call of Duty, but it's going to be interesting to see how Activision and everybody else that is involved in the development of the game, how they navigate that. Because from what I can see, most people are very, very excited for Battlefield 6. I personally am looking forward to the game. I have played both betas. I really enjoyed the game. I definitely intend on purchasing. But as I tell people, because I'm a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, I will have Black Ops 7 anyway. And that's how I was able to play Black Ops 6. But I will say that if I had to buy one or the other, I would more than likely buy Battlefield 6 first. And then I will see how the landscape goes with Black Ops 7. And I think a lot of people are like that right now, currently. So the other thing I really want to show, just to kind of break this up, is I want to show the general reception of the actual trailer. So this right here is from Call of Duty, their website. So as you can see, the trailer, as of the time of this video, was released 5 hours ago. So this has already been basically ratioed as far as I'm concerned. This has 19,000 likes, and I did like the video because I liked what I saw, versus 17,000 dislikes in 5 hours. That's absolutely... So again, 19,000 thumbs up, 17,000 thumbs down, and this is from the official Call of Duty channel. Now, if we go to IGN, you look at this. This is already ratioed all to hell. So this is 1.1 thousand upvotes to 3,000 dislikes. So this has been ratioed into oblivion. Then the last one I want to show is the one from the Xbox side, because I'm a player on Xbox, and this is going to get ratio because as you can see currently, it is at 1.2 thousand on both ends. I'm pretty sure if I would let me just for the hell of it, let me refresh it. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh this. So look at that. So I just refreshed it and it's still at 1.2 thousand likes, but then it basically got now it's 1.4 thousand dislikes. So the general consensus of this game is that people absolutely do not like this game. They do not like what they've seen, and that's totally fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it's just wild, man. Another interesting thing I've heard from other prominent Call of Duty content creators is I have been hearing that a lot of the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 content that was supposed to be for Black Ops 6 has been taken away and is now being shifted to Black Ops 7. And it's just kind of I don't know where the article is. It was a content creator I was watching, and they were actually breaking this down. And it's like they were saying that Black Ops 7 is going to have more post-game, post-launch content. But it's like if the majority of your content is being borrowed from Black Ops 6, that's kind of like a borrow from Peter to pay Paul kind of situation. So I can see how a lot of the Call of Duty fan base is pissed off about that. I would be pissed off too, because you're essentially shortchanging those people that went out and paid full price for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So the Black Ops 6 people are like, well, what the fuck happened to our in-game content? So now you're wanting us to pay another $70+ to get the content that should have been in Black Ops 6. So I'm seeing a lot of the issues that people are complaining about. But again, me as a casual, somebody that is going to be playing Black Ops 7 from his Game Pass membership, the financial hit for me is not going to be as significant, and I'm not so like entrenched in it, but I am looking forward to the game. I will be playing the beta. The beta does start October 2nd, as you can see right here, because I am a Game Pass member. But worldwide, I think it's like the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, if you're not an early adopter of the game. Also, I will be looking at this Call of Duty Next, which is September 30th on Tuesday, to gain more insight and information. But again, this Call of Duty Black Ops 7 blog post, I will be leaving this in the pinned comment and the description, because as you can see here, there is a lot of information here. These are just the topics, right? So we got the multiplayer deep dive, we got the maps, the modes, the maps, the weapons. So I can lose, like, you can see this. This is like a lot of information. But, there's a lot to cover. I do like I think I've heard them mention that you can gain experience across different play modes. Like if you're playing the zombie mode, multiplayer, and campaign, your experience that you attained will be applied across the board. So I do feel like it will incentivize people to run through the campaign maybe a few times, because at least the experience you gain in the campaign will apply over to the multiplayer to help you unlock your weapon blueprints and your skins and all that stuff. And then speaking of skins, I also like the mastery badges. For me in Black Ops 6, I am a level 1 prestige. I know it's not that big, but like I said, I'm a casual. I do enjoy the game. And I did get I got a diamond badge or something where I earned mastery on 3 sniper rifles, because I'm trying to run the game through as a recon style player. So I favor the sniper rifle. So I tend to lose a lot when it comes to the spray and pray weapons. And I will be running sniper in Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7, by the way. So another thing I like here, so we got the player prestige. So from what I can see here, classic prestige is back in Black Ops 7. Players who reach military level 55 can begin the prestige leveling process anytime. So that's basically what I think it has been like. At least that's what it's like in Black Ops 6. So again, they showed us 10 prestige levels, same as Black Ops 6. And yeah, so a lot of this is pretty much the same. So I think this is all pretty much the same as Black Ops 6. Now, what I do like, and I think is exclusive to Black Ops 7, is this weapon prestige kind of this thing here. So from levels 1 through 50, you get prestige level 1 for your weapon. And then, and I guess, I don't know if they meant to have it like this, because it shows. So wait a second. So, okay, I'm just wondering if I'm reading this right. So if I go from levels 1 through 50, I'm in prestige 1. So is it that if you go through level 1 through 50 again, you get the second star? Because I felt like maybe prestige 2 should be from levels 50 to 100, and then maybe from level 100 to 250. That's how. So I'm not too sure how this is going to work, but the general premise, I like that they are incentivizing you to stay with a particular weapon so you can gain additional mastery. For those people that care about those sort of things, it shows your proficiency and your dedication to that particular weapon. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't mind something like this for Tekken, actually, Tekken 8. When I look at this, like a character prestige, like once you get to a certain level, like it would be nice if we actually had a similar level in Tekken 8. Actually, I'm gonna definitely speak about this in my Tekken content because I think this is pretty cool. And then you got level unlocks, right? So each weapon features 2 weapon prestige levels, followed by a weapon prestige master, providing 250 additional levels. Okay, so you get level and attachment reset. Your weapon level return. Oh, so that's what happens. Okay, so it's the same thing as your character level. So if you level up your weapon and you get to level 50, then it goes back to 0 and you get the 1 star. So that's okay. So now I understand. So it's like the same thing as the player prestige. Okay, now I understand. So if you go through level 1 through 50 a second time, that's when you get the star. Okay, so I just figured it out just now in real time. So yeah, another thing I like is this whole thing of the what is it, like the overclocking and stuff like that. Yeah, this feature here. So the overclocking. So new to Black Ops 7, players can now customize their tactical and lethal equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks using the overclock system. Effective use of these individual loadout items will unlock up to 2 overclock abilities over time, providing a variety of benefits like a lower score cost for score streaks, decreased charge time for field upgrades, and extra lethality for your equipment. Select the overclock ability that works best for your playstyle and reap the rewards of even greater power. Check out the exact overclocks for individual equipment items later in this blog. So that's pretty interesting. So again, there is so much content within this this blog post. So again, I will link this in the description of the video as well as the pinned comment. Now, I want to share this article here from GameStop. Now, this article, I don't know how much of it is. I guess this is based off of the blog post from the official Call of Duty website. But I did skim through this, and I did like the way it was brought, like the way the information was displayed. So, for instance, this is also a very massive article. So I'm skipping all of this. These are like weapons and shit. So I don't really care about that. Let me see. So this right here we go. So this part where you have the tacticals. So you'll get a limited number of tactical items per life, which differ in their benefits. Here are all the tactical items. So you have the stun grenade. So you see here the overclock, right? So you got right here. So for the stun grenade, overclock 1 is increased stun. Overclock 2 is it slows enemy move speed when stunned. And then it just goes right on down the list. The EMP grenade, the overclock 1 is the increased disruption radius. So so basically the AoE effect, the area of effect. And overclock 2, you can cook it, hold it in your hand before you release it and throw it for extra EMP bursts. So this, I feel, is a very good section to kind of get some insight as to the different items that you can equip your character with and how those items will change depending on the level of your overclock, be it 1 or 2. So for instance, the stim shot, overclock 1, it adds ability to remove player debuffs, and in number 2 it adds a move speed boost. Okay, that's cool. So that's pretty cool. So if we go down the list here, so that was the tactical stuff. Now, in terms of your lethal stuff, like as you see in this picture here, you could probably pause the video and check this out. So for instance, your frag grenade, right? We all know what a fragmentation grenade is. Cookable frag grenade, overclock 1, high density explosive material, improves lethality. And then in overclock 2, so you can hurl this longer distances, and then cooking it shows an arc indicator. So that's pretty cool. When I think of that, I think of like the old Fallout. I think it was like Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. It was one of those Fallouts where you can actually see an actual line that shows the trajectory of you throwing the damn thing and where it could possibly land. So that's pretty cool. And then so I think this list right here, this section is pretty good if you're having an interest on how the overclock will affect your lethal armaments. And then you got your field upgrades, same thing here. You could probably just take a picture of this. And the same thing, for instance, your assault pack, you get extra ammo and equipment, but the overclock is overclock 1, faster charge time, overclock 2, additional score on eliminations. I think that's pretty cool. And then you just go right on down the list. So that's pretty cool. Now, the active camo, I think we've seen that in the actual video. At least I think it was, because it looked like there was a part in the video where you crept up on someone and it was just like it reminded me of something out of the movie Total Recall, where Arnold Schwarzenegger was holding like this bracelet and he's like, "You think this is the real Quaid?" And he looked around and said, "It is." And everybody, so that part was, if you don't know, go watch the movie Total Recall. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So you can have you can project like a hologram of yourself. Unless this is something totally different. Maybe this is it. Holographic. Oh, this is it. Okay, never mind. So everything I just said, it's the echo unit. Sorry. Like I said, I'm new to this, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, the hologram brightly flashes when enemies come near, stunning them. And the overclock 2 is a faster charge time, which allows you to probably use that more often. The active camo, okay, so that would be great for me as a sniper. So that would be something I would be looking to mess around with. You could become partially invisible for a short period of time. Overclock 1, gunfire reveals you temporarily instead of ending the ability. That's cool. And then number 2, increased duration. Oh, okay. So for me, I will be going for overclock 2 on that one. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. And then you got the wild cards. I've always liked the gunfighter because they have it in Black Ops 6. And I believe the gunfighter in Black Ops 6 gives you an additional 5 customizable slots for your weapon or attachments. It looks like it's been a bit nerfed. I mean, I could be wrong because I don't know if gunfighter, if it's affected based on the weapon you're using, because like I said, I use mostly sniper rifles. So on my sniper rifle, I gain definitely more than an extra 3 attachments. But either way, having the ability to have an extra 3 attachments for you to customize your rifle is definitely really good. So I definitely will be running the gunfighter wild card. And then you got your perks. So I will definitely be leaving the link for this article as well in the pinned comment and also the description of the video. Hopefully, at the end of the day, you make the best decision for you if you are going to go and buy Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7. For me, I will be playing both because I will be buying Battlefield 6 and I will be playing Black Ops 7 via my Game Pass membership. But yeah, I understand some of the concerns and the issues that the Call of Duty fan base has. I'm not the foremost expert, full disclosure, but hopefully some of you guys, if you are avid Call of Duty fans, try not to roast me too much. I'm a low-level scrub. I'm just a small content creator, but this is very big news. I am going to be playing the game, but if anybody has some additional knowledge and wisdom on Call of Duty, feel free to leave it in the comment section. It'll probably help me be a better content creator on this front. Like I said, fighting games and everything else, that's more my wheelhouse. But I have more interest in military shooters and so on. So hopefully, as I said earlier, this video has made you a new subscriber if you are new to the channel, hopefully. And also, if you want to go the extra mile, please join one of my memberships. On the low end, it's only $2 a month. I do a lot of good content, I think. And so I'm just trying to build my audience and just get better. But let me know if you are going to buy Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Are you going to give it a try in the beta? I know I am. So let me know how I did in this video, and leave a like at the very least. And I guess stay tuned for more content. Anyway, peace. Take care.